Hey, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Karkodash. I want to say double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well, which are GMS. Also want to say blessed salutations to you, brothers out there teaching and endure truth sincerity. Uh, this lesson, I'm going to play the video last. I normally just play the video as I speak, but I'm going to, post production, I'm going to play it after because it'll show, it'll manifest and bring clarity for brothers, right? So I want to read this scripture first. It says, Sirach 25:13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Okay. In this particular video, this guy is in duress. He's in duress. I said duress. He's in duress. He's in clear cut. He's in a clear cut jam. you know. And in the middle of that jam, he got to explain to his woman that he ain't cheating because he ain't answering the phone or whatever. He got pulled over and he's pretty much like, he had to ask the cop to tell his woman that he got pulled over and he ain't do nothing. That's like, you women is like, the Lord gonna fuck y'all all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole goal for a man and woman to be together is to bring peace to each other. In this, especially in this time period. A man and a woman is bring peace, and women will manipulate and say, well, my peace is to make sure you're all right, so-called, that you're answering my phone. That's not peace. You know what I'm saying? To give somebody peace is to let them be and be around them to help them let them be. You know what I'm saying? And women in a relationship feel like you have to do what I tell you to do and be where I want you to be, and that's peace. And as a saying goes, a happy wife, a happy life. You know what I'm saying? Or a happy spouse, happy house. No, man, look, it's supposed to be a happy spouse, happy house. You know what I'm saying? But in this time, it's happy wife, happy life. As the scripture say, be not a lion in our own household. Okay? Anything can happen to this dude. Instead of ask him what happened, where he's at, locating him, pulling up to make sure he don't get his ass shot like the rest of these niggas, you're thinking he's out with such and such, Toya, Tamara, whatever. And you're being a problem on top of his affliction, and Jake is just willy nilly dealing with it, which shows that he's been dealing with that for a long time, man. You know, and for second, y'all worry about the wrong thing, man, because a man can have multiple wives, but you women is out of control. You have no belief system. You don't have no foundation. You just do what you want. Nobody's stopping you, and you're running up a tab that your ass can't cash, man, or you're writing a check that your ass can't cash. Okay. And verse 14 says, and if any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge, the revenge of the enemies. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go down to verse 16. It says, I had rather deal with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a dark countenance, man. That was dark, man. That's, that's evil. For somebody's life to be in jeopardy, and you worry about what you want. I don't want you cheating on this nigga could die, and you worry about cheating. But you supposed to be his helpmeet and make sure he's safe. The scriptures say a woman is a tower of defense, and those that are safe run to it. All right. So what is the woman's duty? There's a lot to it, but at the end of the day, we're in a society that women are a terror to our lives, and they feel like they are justified with being a menace to our lives because you may cook, clean, or it's not even that. they feel like they could be a menace to your lives because they give you some box, like you ain't receiving a reciprocal amount of ride for that. You know what I'm saying? And Esau in this society has allowed women to settle into this mindset that you have a value because of your box. But in reality, it doesn't give you any value. You know what I'm saying? In this time, because the true value of your box is making it sacred for that one person, right? But you women haven't, you don't keep men, you don't maintain your relationship. It ain't saying that you ain't trying to or you're incapable. The way you're trying to go about it is wrong, and it's never going to work, and it never has worked unless you got you a simp. Okay, so let's get back to these scriptures. You know, it says a woman, verse 20. Okay, let me see here. Yeah. I want to get in. I'll stop at 16. I'm going 17. So it said, wickedness of a woman change her face and darken of her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. You know what I'm saying? Like, to bring you up is like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say it like this, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but men have a lot of morals, and men do things for the betterment of the relationship overall. Men would be on child support just to be in a child's life. You're being destructive towards the family, but the man will go through all that and still be with in a child's life. And women that do that just to prove a point have no other motive. You know what I'm saying? They're not goal oriented. They're emotional creatures that act off emotion, and it's very destructive when their emotions run wild. And this is a shame, man. For somebody to have to do that, I would leave that person off the dump. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in my life in jeopardy, and that's what you're doing, you gotta go. You're not a help. You're a problem, right? You're not supposed to be a problem added on to a problem. Okay, that's why it says you're a help meet. Okay, which is not MEAT but MEET. Basically, you finish what a person can't do. So if that man's in there trying to get free and trying to get his life spared, especially in this time, and I'm not over dramatizing it, because these taskmasters or police officers are killing Jake every day. Somebody tell you that if you really want to help or get to the bottom of it, you're supposed to pull up and help the dude. But you probably in there in your nightgown and your muumuu and watching Housewives of Atlanta, talking to your friend on the phone and got her on hold, or three-way, and act like you checking something, or you being a woman or something, or he ain't bring back your hot Takis or whatever. You know, it's a shame, man. This should be a shame. And the thing about it is I want to add this other thing, is that none of you women ever like come in the brigade like you do to defend yourselves. You don't come in the brigade to shut these wild women up. All you women that always say, oh, well, all women ain't like that, or what about your mom? Why y'all all come up to defend yourselves, but you never come up to correct these women that make y'all so-called good women look bad? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to come up on arms, like you making us look bad. Don't do that, because we're these good women out here trying to get men and have families, and you're out here, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We're out here cursing out. I'm gonna say, not say cursing out. We're out here reproving and rebuking 2/3 of the men. It's very rare that we get on lessons on women, and when we do, it's like, well, what about you? What about your mom? What about your sister? What about your daughter? I'm talking about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who I'm talking to. Why are you deflecting? So at the end of the day, this is like, man, it was vexing. It was like not stressful, vexing. It was deflating. That sigh, that's that sudden releasing of air, man. Okay, verse 20 says, as a climbing up a hill, up a sandy way, to the feet of the age, so is a wife full of words to quiet a man. So is a wife full of words to a quiet man. All right. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and woundeth the heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Shalom.
Joel got pulled over. He's on his way home now.
Damn. What do I gotta lie about?
He's not lying. He got pulled over. He's good to go, though.
Jesus. Thank you.
Joel got pulled over. He's on his way home now.
Damn. What do I gotta lie about?
He's not lying. He got pulled over. He's good to go, though.
Jesus. Thank you.
Joel got pulled over. He's on his way home now.
Damn. What do I gotta lie about?
He's not lying. He got pulled over. He's good to go, though.
Jesus. Thank you.